rat race. Oh, it's a disgrace to see human race in rat race. This famous song sung by Bob Marley in 1970 is more true nowadays. Other day, one of my friend got his 8-month pregnant wife admitted not to the hospital but to IIT preparation classes. And logic was, Oe, if Abhimanyu can crack Chakravyuh, can't my modern kid crack IIT? Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, dear guest, and all others who have participated in rat race. Let me take you to my school days. My family moved from a small town to Delhi. And my first day at school, it was friendship at first instance. Let me call him Mukesh. We were not friends. We were bosom buddies. But people who were close to us used to call us frenemies. Because during our exam days, we used to apply all warfare tactics on each other, including sending our younger brother as spies to find out preparation on other side of the line. And one day, my junior James Bond, came running and said, Bhaiya, Mukesh has a secret weapon which can do wonders in Indian education system. Boom! Cramming came so naturally to Mukesh that despite all my effort, I was always a distant second. Behind my fake smile, I used to always secretly wish that it should be me who should come first rather than Mukesh. This constant comparison left Yogesh depleted, lonely and dejected, and he confronted his inner self. Is this the only way he is going to live rest of his life? No. If you compete with the right person for right reason in a right way, you will be phenomenal, and that right person is you yourself. From that day, I ceased to compete with anyone else but myself. All my anger got converted into an inner peace. I had loads and loads of inner peace and sense of accomplishment. Though in eyes of world, I made only a marginal progress from distant second to a close second. Then came a time when we had to take a fresh leap into future. And we vowed we are going to take admission in the same engineering college. And on day of admission, Mukesh was not there. I searched him in admission queue, in college canteen, in whole campus. I was worried about his well-being. I quickly rushed to the nearest PCO and called him up. I was relieved to hear his voice. But he has already taken admission in computer science 2 days back. I had no other option but to continue with my original plan, and I took admission in electronics. Our fast friendship faded away in casual hellos and highs. 6 months passed by and I got a job offer from top telecom company. On day of joining, I bumped into Mukesh, my bosom buddy, my friend for life. And HR person introduced him. Meet Mukesh, your subordinate. My subordinate? Doubt, disbelief and guilt engulfed my otherwise rational brain. And as a best friend, Mukesh sensed my confusion and comforted me. Yogesh, pick up this job offer. You are anyway better qualified, and being a good friend should not be a disqualification. You know what? I knew about this almost a month back and I have reconciled. But emotions are not balance sheets which can be reconciled. Even before I can answer or react, there was change in his facial expression and he blurred out, I hate you! I hate you for ruining my happiness. I used to study when I wanted to play. When my whole family went to watch a movie, I used to stay back and study. I locked myself inside a door even when my grandfather expired. Because I don't want to be defeated by you. This constant comparison left Mukesh with lot of heartburns, and that explains why he neither took admission in the same course nor continued his further studies. Friends, most of us have goals and desires based on external factors. But what if those external factors are taken away? Even desire to move goes away. But it never happens if you compete with yourself. If an egg is broken from outside forces, a life ends. If it is broken from inside forces, life begins. Compete with yourself and be phenomenal.